Hey friend, if you've been feeling exhausted trying to figure out your money, constantly worrying about bills, wondering if you're saving enough, or feeling like no matter how hard you work, your finances feel uncertain. Well, today's episode is for you. Because financial stability does not begin with a perfect budgeting spreadsheet. Where do you think it originates? I love this word, simplicity. Friend, your financial peace and stability begins with a simple money method. It's your own method that you gotta yet create. And before we dive into how I got out of that financial insecurity and instability, I have to invite you to something truly special. If you've ever felt like your budget was fighting against your real life, or if the very word spreadsheet makes you want to run for the hills, listen close. On May 25th, I'm hosting the Simple Money Method free live workshop. This is a limited time, intimate training where I'm going to show you exactly how to create a financial method that works without a single spreadsheet and without constant soul-crushing tracking. We are going to spend just 1 hour together learning how to grow your savings, reduce that sneaky spending, and finally reach those big goals that have been on pause. There are limited seats available because I want to keep this training effective for you. Head over to dianagalas.com/workshop. It's dianagalas.com/workshop right now to save your seat and download your free workbook. I would be so honored to have you as my guest. Let's build your peace of mind together. So, grab your coffee, put your earbuds in, and let's talk about how creating your own money method can help you stop losing money, gain financial stability, and finally feel peaceful and confident about your future. If you're tired of debt calling your choices, bills running your day, and groceries eating your paycheck, and ready to finally live life on your terms, debt-free, guilt-free, and unstoppable, welcome to the Financial Planning Podcast. Hi, I'm Deanna, a mom of 4, creator of the 2-line budget, a believer in big dreams and God-given purpose. I help working moms break free from financial overwhelm, take control of their money, and build the clarity, confidence, and peace you need to make wise financial decisions. Here you'll discover simple and practical financial solutions designed to strengthen your home and build lasting financial stability and maybe enjoy a weekend escape. Because when money becomes simple, your whole life opens up. And I'm here to show you how. There was a season in my life when I was honestly so afraid of money, and in particular, I was very afraid of credit cards. And it's not because I didn't care about it, but because I simply didn't have my money system that worked for me. And also I didn't have a simple system for tracking where my money was going, for setting clear intentions, or for understanding my financial present and my future. I remember feeling nervous every time I used the credit card. Like, what if I mess this up? What if I fail financially? What if I end up in bankruptcy? If I can't keep up with my home loan payments someday? It felt like one wrong move could make everything fall apart. I would hide the credit card statements, being afraid of what they would reveal even to myself. And one more thing I was so afraid of, it was my own home. My house that we purchased, and we did have a loan on it. So every time I had to pay a loan, my mortgage loan, I was literally in a panic mode because I was thinking, if I just would make this payment for my home, and then I didn't have any plan for my next payment, my next mortgage payment. And this is because I didn't really have clarity around my money. I would end up spending on things that honestly didn't even matter that much to me. And later, I would look back and think, why did I even buy that? Why the things I truly cared about still felt out of reach. And I'm talking about the things like another new tube of mascara for $20 or another gadget that do nothing but clutter my closet. And we just recently moved to a new house, and friends, I can tell you how much junk my closets collected. Over just a few years, we've been blessed living in the house. See, it's like a trade-off of your big dream for these meaningless things. And yes, it's not really how much you'd save, but rather it's a habit, or just having a clear goal in front of you would push you to drop the things that don't matter and look for greater ones. Because I learned these small spendings made my life feel so stuck in a hamster wheel. And then I would delay dreams because something else always seemed to get in the way financially. I would delay my decisions, putting my peace on a back burner. Then I would delay even allowing myself to think bigger about the future. It honestly felt like my life was in a pause until I figured out a simple way to manage my money without all the constant overwhelm. And that's when things slowly started changing for me. And it's not because I suddenly became some financial expert overnight. And friends, it's not because of my financial degree in accounting and business administration, but because I finally created a simple money method that actually worked with my real life instead of against it. And eventually, that became my simple 2-line budget method. Friends, it wasn't magic, but through trial and error, I discovered what truly mattered to me. It's a simple way to prioritize where my money went, and that is how my simple 2-line budget was born. It boiled down to a fundamental choice: what I wanted to nourish and what I wanted to let go of. My 2-line budget was simply a visual representation of that choice. And that simple shift changed so much for me. Can you imagine waking up being actually excited about your day because it moves you closer, just one step closer to your goal, with clarity, with direction you're confident about? But most importantly, it gave me peace of mind. And friend, I believe you can have peace of mind too, about your future, your family, and about your fearless next step, and making it with confidence. Now, I want to give you 3 main points for you to take away from this episode today. Number 1, friend, your own money method creates financial stability. You know what I've noticed over the years? So many women, yes, so many of us are trying to force ourselves into someone else's budgeting system. And then we wonder why it feels exhausting, frustrating, or even impossible to keep up with. Maybe you've done that too. You downloaded the spreadsheet, then you tried another budgeting app, then watched someone online color code their finances like they have it all together. And suddenly you feel like you're the problem because you can't make it work the same way. But friend, financial stability doesn't come from copying someone else's life. It comes from creating a money method that actually fits your life, your income, your family, reflects your responsibilities, your values, your real everyday reality. Let's face it, a budget that ignores your actual life will always feel restrictive and less effective. But when your money method starts working with you instead of against you, everything begins to feel different in a good way. And that's when budgeting becomes supportive instead of stressful. I remember when I finally stopped trying to do money the perfect way and started paying attention to what my family actually needed right now, today, in a moment. That simple shift changed so much for me. Instead of constantly reacting to financial stress, friend, I finally started preparing ahead. I became more aware of where my money was going instead of wondering where it disappeared to at the end of the month. And those little changes added up. What happened to me? I started catching unnecessary spending before it happened. Then I started making effective decisions. I started building consistency and not overnight perfection. Just steady progress, step by step. And that consistency is what creates financial stability. Without fancy systems, no complicated spreadsheets, and no financial pressure. Just imagine that. Just a simple money method that supports your life and helps you move forward with clarity, confidence, and peace. Now, point number 2. Friend, simplicity gives vision and confident decisions. When your finances feel messy, it's amazing how even the smallest decisions can start feeling heavy. When you stand in a store, second guessing a simple purchase, then you hesitate before checking your bank account. You overthink spending, saving, paying off debt. Even planning something fun for your future can start feeling stressful. And that mental exhaustion, it's all add up. Because when you don't have clarity around your money, friend, your mind stays stuck in survival mode. You're constantly wondering, can I afford this? What if something goes wrong? What if I make the wrong decision? I also remember living in that cycle for so long. Even when things looked fine on the outside, internally, I felt anxious making financial decisions because I didn't fully understand what my money was supposed to do for me. And that uncertainty creates panic. But something powerful happens. Friend, when you finally create a simple money method that gives you clarity, then you stop guessing and you start knowing. You know your numbers, you understand your priorities, and also you know what matters most to your family and your future. And suddenly, decisions don't feel quite so overwhelming anymore. Not because life becomes perfect overnight, but rather because confusion is no longer running the show. And instead of operating from fear, you start making decisions from confidence. And one of the biggest shifts happens in your mindset. When you stop waking up asking, how am I going to survive this month? And you begin asking, what do I actually want my future to look like? Friend, that is such a powerful transition here because survival thinking keeps you stuck in fear, but clarity gives you vision. And when you finally have vision for your money, you begin realizing your finances can start supporting your life instead of constantly controlling it. All right? Now, point number 3 that I want you to take away from today's episode. Friend, a simple budget eliminates fear and unlocks possibilities. Fear has a way of growing in uncertainty. And when you don't really know what's happening with your money, fear can start showing up everywhere. You fear checking your bank account. Then you fear unexpected bills. And you start fearing the future because not having enough. And sometimes you even fear dreaming bigger because you're not sure your finances can handle it. I remember what that felt like. Constantly carrying this quiet financial pressure in the back of my mind. Even during normal everyday moments, there was always this underlying stress of what if something happens? But friend, confidence starts growing the moment clarity enters the picture. Because when you finally know how much you earn, how much you actually need, what matters most to you, and you know what your goals are, something begins shifting emotionally and financially. Then you stop feeling trapped by your money. And little by little, your finances begin working with intention instead of confusion. That's when savings start growing differently, creating and growing your wealth. Not randomly, and not from guilt, not from leftover money that hopefully, right? Just hopefully stays in the account. But friend, when your savings start growing with purpose, all right? And that purpose creates possibilities. Maybe it's a building an emergency savings so unexpected expenses don't completely shake your place anymore. Maybe it's finally planning family experiences you used to put off. Or maybe it's paying down debt with confidence instead of a shame. And friend, maybe it's simply being able to breathe again and just stop feeling financially behind all the time. And what's beautiful is that none of this starts with complicated systems. It starts with simplifying. Not overthinking every dollar, not trying to create the perfect spreadsheets, and not chasing someone else's version of financial success. Friend, just creating a simple money method that supports your real life, that honors your priorities, and gives you the clarity to move forward with peace. Yes, with peace of mind, with confidence, and hope for your future. Okay, now let's recap these 3 takeaways for this week. Number 1, stop trying to create the perfect budget. I want you to focus on creating a budget you can actually live with consistently. Number 2, your money method should support your lifestyle, not fight against it. Because your budget should honor your needs, your values, your desires, and the season of life you're going through right now. Number 3, simplicity builds confidence. The clearer your money becomes, the less fear controls your financial decisions. And friend, if today's episode resonated with you, if you're tired of trading your big dreams for $20 mascara and you're ready to stop hiding those credit card statements, don't let this be just another thing you listen to and forget. I want to walk you through the how in person. On May 25th, I'm opening the doors to my Simple Money Method live workshop. We have limited seats because I want to make sure I can really show up for you in this training. In just 1 hour, we are going to simplify your finances so you can move from survival mode into vision mode. And friend, without spreadsheets. Yes, we're not talking about spreadsheets. No complicated apps, just a clear, effective method that grow your savings and reclaim your future. Just go to dianagalas.com workshop to register. It's dianagalas.com/workshop. Go ahead, sign up for it, and grab your workbook. Don't wait. This is for a limited time, and those seats will fill up fast. I can't wait to see you there and help you take that fearless next step. Sometimes the hardest part of financial change is simply taking the first step. That first step opens the door to an entirely new path. A path where you stop living in fear. A path where you make confident money decisions. And a path where your finances finally support the life you truly want. Because when you have a money method that works for you and with you, the one that accommodates your needs, your desires, your goals, it honors your values and what truly matters most. Friend, everything begins to feel lighter, and you don't need to know everything today. You simply need to begin. And I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way. I am glad you joined me today. If this episode lifted some weight off your shoulders, pass that lightness on to another woman who could use it too. Make sure to follow the Financial Planning Podcast so each week you can unwrap simple money strategies helping you design and build financial stability at your home and experience the clarity, peace, and direction your life is craving. You're doing better than you think, truly. Keep going and keep leading your money, not chasing it. Right here, your clarity grows, your confidence builds, and your new financial story begins. 1 week, 1 step, 1 win at a time.